All right, so how I eliminate brain fog and heavy sluggishness after eating by not eating using intermittent fasting. And this actually helps me save time and stay sharp because, when I eat, it's like all the blood and nutrients are just sucked out of my brain and into my greedy stomach, right? And I think the sluggishness is also caused by my body taking blood from even my legs and everywhere else. Like I'm just like ugh. And it's not just from like I don't only feel sluggish after eating like carbs or sugar, like the sugar crash. Uh, it's it's like I've been eating shakes with spinach and protein powder and bananas, cinnamon, curcuma, and ginger, like pretty healthy shakes. And I know bananas have carbs and sugar, and protein powder has a little bit of sugar too. But I mean, it's not like I'm eating 5 loaves of bread, right? That really like take you down. It's a shake. But like I said, I still feel this. And my friend told me about intermittent fasting, which is it's you basically eat within a limited time frame during the day. Instead of the eat 3 healthy meals a day or the light snacking throughout the day, it's totally throws that to the side and says, okay, we're only eating, you have 8 hours to eat everything. So between noon and 8 p.m. Or some people even go less than that. And the cool thing is because I'm eating fewer times, I I don't have to search for food as much. I don't have to spend as much time eating, right? That's pretty cool because I save time. And I save time by not having to do dishes and clean up, and save time by not having to cook, right? So, and even just this like when you're eating, you just know who's actually just eating these days. Like most people are eating and like on their phone, so it takes even longer, right? And yeah, it's supposed to be a break, but if normally you would eat within 20 minutes, but you're on your phone part of that time, then maybe it extends to 30 minutes. So now instead of eating, I save 30 minutes a day, and maybe even more because I just eat in one concentrated period, only 1 or 2 meals a day. And so the way that works is you start eating at noon to 8, or you can eat at noon and then you stop eating at 8 p.m. And but most people will, once you get that 8-hour chunk, then you can even shorten it up even more, right? So if I eat noon 3 times or 2 times between noon and 8, then I'm still eating 3 times. And I still am doing all that stuff. But I don't deal with the morning brain fog, right? But if I can extend that out to 5 p.m. when I finish work, right? Then I don't have to have this like post lunch like zombie feeling, right? So, and that's where I've gotten to right now. I've gotten to the point where I don't feel hungry until 5 p.m. I've trained my body to not expect food, because that's really what hunger is, right? It's just your body saying, hey, we're expecting food right now. Are you gonna give it to me or not? So, and I didn't just, it wasn't just like, okay, I'm eating breakfast at 7 a.m. every day and lunch at 11 a.m. and then maybe a snack and then supper. Like, I went from eating breakfast at when I woke up, and then I would just eat maybe a few spoonfuls of peanut butter for breakfast. So instead of this big breakfast, I'm just eating a little, just tiny snack. And then I'm eating a normal lunch and a normal supper, right? And normal snack. So I'm easing out of it, right? And then after eating, so I have peanut butter as a snack, but then I eliminate that peanut butter, and instead of having the peanut butter at 7 a.m. and the lunch at 11 a.m., now I just have a smoothie or a shake at around noon, right? So not eating anything until noon, then a smoothie shake. So this is helping me like slowly push hunger back further and further till later in my day, where now I can eat at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. or later, just not eat until I want to eat, like until I say, okay, I'm done with everything I have to do today. I'm ready. I can take food now. So now I'm gonna do it. And another cool thing is that I don't feel any guilt whatsoever about pigging out. Right? Because before, when if I would pig out during lunch or something, it's like, oh fuck, now I can't eat as much at supper. But now I don't have that meal. So I just like, oh, I can shovel as much stuff into my stomach as I want. So if that's interesting to you, then try it out. Eat your breakfast. Eat a little bit less for breakfast, and then start to extend that eating timeline and make it smaller and towards the end of the day, right? Where maybe you're right now you're eating at 8 and you stop eating at 8 p.m. So go from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then maybe try to go from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then try to eat from 5 p.m. between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. and then 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., right? Just keep squeezing that timeline shorter and shorter. And there's actually science behind this, like a lot of good science. So if you're thinking, well, is that healthy or not? Right? There's a lot of science that says that this is healthy for you. And anyone who doesn't believe me, I can post links in the description below. But I definitely encourage you to look it up yourself. Research. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to take responsibility for your nutrition. But yeah, and it's also a natural thing, right? If you think about it, like 10,000 years ago, when there was this kind of human bottleneck, right? Where humans were really evolving. What did they do? They didn't have electricity and lights where they could just switch on a light and cook in darkness. or get food in darkness. They couldn't go to a grocery store, so they had to collect all of their food during the day and hunt. And then, it's proven that when you're eating, or when you eat, right, you go from fight or flight mode into like read and relax mode after you're done eating. So when we were fighting, when we had to be in fight or flight mode, we weren't eating. Our ancestors weren't eating. Humans weren't eating. They were collecting berries and, throwing spears at antelope and, into the saber-toothed tiger's throat. So and then after they did all that, the hunting and gathering, then they would bring it back to their camp and roast it over a spitfire and just, shove it down their throat and gorge. And that's everything I've got. If you found this video interesting or helpful or entertaining, please click like. It'll make me feel so good, because this is my first video where I had everything going at once. And if you have any questions, please comment, because maybe it'll I'm going to research and then I'll answer your comment, and then I'll get smarter, and whoever's watching this video will also see this comment, and the more knowledge we spread, the better it gets. So like I said, thanks for watching. Please click like, and if you have a question, comment. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.